Well, welcome to Kilsyth Basketball Stadium for your NBL Game of the Week. The Kilsyth Cobras and the Ballarat Miners. My name is Liam Ellison and I'm joined by resident Kilsyth commentator and expert, Pete Unwin. Pete, how are you?
Very good, Liam. Looking forward to a sensational game tonight against the top of the table clash here with the Game of the Week for the NBL1 round 6.
Undefeated are the Ballarat Miners so far in this NBL1 season. 5-0 at the moment they sit. They're coming off a 63-point victory over the Albury-Wodonga Bandits last week. That was quite a result, Pete.
It was absolutely dominating in all facets of the game. Their statistics right across the board were exceptional. Certainly as a result of being the table leaders, but they're just such a deep squad and they're such a tight-knit unit that they have accomplished some amazing things.
I mean, scored close to 70 points through the second and third period, so just extremely dominant through that middle part of the game. I mean, Jerry Evans Jr. had 23, Quiney had 24, and Denga Kuth, what a performance from Denga Kuth, a triple-double, 21 points, 15 rebounds, and 11 blocks.
An absolutely exciting machine is Denga Kuth. Fantastic story coming out to Australia and starting basketball at 16.
Wow.
And then making it to the NBL last season as a Sydney Kings recruit, as a development player. Real exciting. Going to be fantastic to watch him play tonight.
Absolutely. Extremely athletic player and showing huge potential for the Ballarat Miners. We might see him in the NBL for a long time, the way he's playing at the moment. Not very often you see a triple-double with blocks, is it? So 3 minutes away from tip here at Kilsyth Basketball Stadium. The Cobras sitting second on the NBL1 table. First versus second here. Probably for a lot of people, the pre-season favourites, Pete.
Certainly would have been. The way in which they've put their squad together, there's a lot of NBL and experience across the board in this particular program. They've been missing Isaac Turner the last 4 rounds due to a fractured wrist. I noticed that he's all strapped up tonight, back and ready to play, and he'll be a welcome return for Kilsyth. Last week they went a little off track. Took a lot of three-point shots, 40 three-pointers they took last week.
Wow.
Which wasn't from a great clip, 35%. But they didn't go inside as much as they probably should have last week with the domination of their height, with the likes of Chris Patton, Towie Smith-Milner, Felix Von Hoff, Owen Odygie. They were completely outsizing the Sandringham Sabres, but to their credit, the Sabres came out and didn't skip a beat.
Big result for the Sandringham Sabres last week. Not easy to come in here to this Kilsyth Stadium and come away with a victory, is it?
Especially a 14-point victory in that regard. But they stuck to their game plan, and Kilsyth kind of wavered from theirs a little bit. But we'll look to them to rebound tonight with the likes of Isaac Turner back into the team. Justin Schuler back on board as head coach this week after a week off. I think it'll be a different result.
Sure to steady the team with Schuler's return. Turner with a pretty quick turnaround, really, from a fractured wrist.
Yeah, very, very quick. I would say he's probably playing with that injury, still hampering him a little bit. But he did play his second game of the season with a fractured hand, knowing that it was swelling up and causing him some grief, making sure that his team came first as opposed to his own personal side of things. But, I think he's going to be a massive inclusion for tonight. And expect a whole lot of razzle-dazzle, I think, from both teams.
We'll look forward to that. I mean, it's going to be a very exciting game. Of course, another storyline in this one, Peter Hooley playing his old team, of course, was a minor last year.
Certainly was, and leaving Sam short. They were kind of a dynamic duo in the way in which they played, so it'll be interesting to see. I would expect they'll probably match up against each other a little bit tonight. Short being a little bit more athletic than what Pete Hooley is, but Pete Hooley with a little bit more experience and an exceptionally good outside shot if he can make it drop tonight.
And you feel like Short and Hooley have probably spent a little bit of time matching up on each other in practice, so it will be fun to see them go head-to-head here. We're about 25 seconds away from tip-off here, your NBL1 Game of the Week, the Kilsyth Cobras and the Ballarat Miners.
It's going to be a ripper. Excited to be calling this game with you, Liam. Looking forward to an exceptional game as for the Game of the Week.
Stoked to be here. Big crowd in as well tonight, Pete, at the Kilsyth Basketball Stadium.
Fantastic. Best crowd we've seen all season. Pretty full over on our side and starting to fill up on the bench side as well.
Should be a pretty fun atmosphere. The starters for Kilsyth, Peter Hooley out there, Chris Patton, Smith Milner, Owen Otagy.
Ben Ursic getting a starting gig after a really big game last week. That's probably his first start for the season, so that's a fantastic recommendation for him.
Caught me off guard, actually, Pete. I wasn't expecting Ben Ursic to be out here as a starter, but good on him. He played well last week, albeit in a loss to the Sabres. Starters for the Miners. Denga Kuth out there, Kwani, Fox, Jerry Evans Jr., and of course Sam Short. So we're just about set to get underway.
Sammy Short, his NBL counterpart in Peter Hooley, Zoe Smith-Milner, Chris Patton last season as well. Owen Otagy having some time at and sporting the pink shoes at Melbourne United as well. There's a bit of Melbourne United experience on the court here. It'll be an exciting game.
Absolutely. Plenty of NBL experience out here on the floor. It is, of course, Pink Round for Mother's Day, raising awareness for breast cancer. We've got the coaches wearing the pink shirts, players wearing socks, and even Jerry Evans Jr. with the pink shoes. It's good to see. We're underway here. Kilsyth ball. What can Peter Hooley do here? Over to Otagy in the corner. He lets it fly, and the Kilsyth Cobras off to the perfect start.
Owen, during his time with Melbourne United, early on in Melbourne United's history, Owen wasn't really renowned for his outside shooting. He's done a lot of work over the course of the last couple of seasons to make that part of his game.
So the 3-0 start here for Kilsyth. Here's Jerry Evans Jr. Over to Kwani in the corner. He's got a defender in his face. It doesn't matter. Kwani goes splash. Trading
Great
buckets
start
here
from both teams here. As exciting as we expected it.
Might be a kick ball call, I think. Tried the entry pass into Patton down in the post. Here's Ursic to inbound. Out to Smith-Milner. Cooley's on the other wing. His old teammate Short guarding him. Otagy hit a 3 on the last possession. Into Patton. Denga Kuth, the league leader in blocks, on him. The wall of Denga Kuth just worried him out of that one. Couldn't convert on that occasion.
Geez, Josh Fox has got some hops on him.
Jeez, seriously athletic team, the Ballarat Miners. Cobras often have a real height advantage down low, but this Ballarat team might match them there as Evans pulls up from mid-range, and the shot was way off. But what's the call here on the floor?
I think there's going to be a foul called here on Otagy after the shot, but he's calling it on the shot. Must have been on the landing.
So Evans Jr. to the line, 82% free throw shooter on the year. Scoring the ball at just under 21 points per game. The leading scorer for this Miners team.
One of the young fellas trying to pop a balloon while Evans was shooting the shot. Popped it a little bit early.
Some cheeky Kilsyth youngsters in the crowd. Good to see so many people in the house supporting NBL1 basketball. Drops for Evans Jr. So Short pressing up right on Peter Hooley. Kwani on Ursic. Over to Smith-Milner. He's got a Kuth on him.
He'd be wary of a Kuth's 11 blocks from last week.
Ursic cutting in for the lefty and one.
And that's what Ben did really, really well last week, is he attacked the ring and it created opportunities for him outside. But every time he attacked the ring, he either got fouled or he went to the line or he made the bucket.
Just caught the Ballarat defender looking the other way and cut to the rim with perfect timing. And the free throw drops for Ben Ursic. Getting the starting gig tonight, averages 19 minutes per game so far this season. Cobras pressing up a little bit, but Ballarat just passing their way out of it. Here's Denga Kuth in the corner, out to Kwani. Miners just kicking the ball around as Fox takes a jumper from inside the key. No good on that occasion. Peter Hooley comes around the Smith-Milner screen. A strong drive from Hooley, but Denga Kuth. Big time defensive play. Evans Jr. pushing the pace.
Short looking for the ball in the corner. Ursic very well aware of his positioning.
here's Kilsyth. He's going to shoot the 3-ball. They let him take it. No good on that occasion.
It's a bit of an awkward-looking shot. He didn't feel comfortable, it looks like, with that particular shot.
Here's Smith-Milner. Thought about shooting it. Draws the defender. Oh, and Odyssey to Ersic in the corner. He'll fire. Just rolls out for Kilsyth as the crowd lets out a collective sigh. Kilsyth thinking about the screen. Here's short. He does take it. So back to Fox at the top. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Evans Jr. Kilsyth again.
Good defensive pressure from Chris Patton. Kilsyth then getting himself tangled up in Towie and getting his first personal.
Chris Patton was pretty happy there to just sort of come right back and let Kilsyth come at him, wasn't he?
Certainly was.
So Fox and Short trying to deny Peter Hooley. They pass it ahead to Odyssey. And Hooley will gather now for Kilsyth. Kilsyth and Chris Patton getting tangled up down low. Smith-Milner gives it to him, but no, Kilsyth's got a hand in there, so here comes Kwani. He's off to the races, pushing hard as Kwani. Nice finish for the Ballarat Miners. Trading buckets early on here at Kilsyth. 7-6 as Isaac Turner's getting set to check in after recovering from a fractured wrist. Oh, and Odyssey checking out, as is Ben Ersic, or he's taking the inbound play.
Ersic is really relinquishing this extra time that he's been given and this responsibility in the starting five, and he's doing a really good job of it.
Hooley again. Ersic out there making things happen early. Isaac Turner entering the fray as well for Kilsyth. Here comes Patton with the screen. Hooley opts against it, drives strong left, and one. Peter Hooley.
Taking on his United counterpart in Sam Short there. Hooley getting the better of Sam with his experience and extending an opportunity to go to the line to shoot three.
Opportunity to convert the three-point play. Peter Hooley. A strong drive to the bucket.
Hooley taking control of that one. 2-point deficit for the Ballarat Miners. Kilsyth in charge here by 2 points. 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Kwani with a big three. Giving Ballarat the lead for the first time in this game.
So here's Hooley. Scored on the last possession with an and one. Patton lets it fly from the top. That one's a little strong, but Hooley comes up with it. Been active early as Peter Hooley.
They're really looking to go inside a lot more in this game than they have in the previous round. I think Justin would have looked at the tape associated to that previous game against the Sabres and said we need to make it a focal point. Their outside shots are so much better when they've gone in first.
And as you said earlier, Pete, 43 pointers they took last week, the Cobras, in their first loss of the season to the Sabres. So certainly Coach Schuler may have identified that error. Here's Fox at the top. Smith-Milner defending him. Kwani comes around the Kilsyth screen. He will pull up, and that one drops for Kwani. Kwani, nice start for the young man. Cairns Taipans player, of course, last NBL season.
It's an exciting roster both teams have in this particular game, and it's really, the first 5 minutes have been exactly as we would have hoped. Nice tight game. It's good flowing offense.
They're star-studded for both teams. It is the NBL1 game of the week, of course. Isaac Turner will let it fly from the wing. No good as Jerry Evans Jr. comes up with the rebound. And he gets it down low to Kwani. Kwani. He tries to back down Turner out to Jerry Evans Jr. Geez, Hooley's right there and it banks in.
6 point differential now in favour of the Ballarat Miners. Brendan Joyce would be happy with what he's seeing so far in this game.
Smith-Milner tries to pass to Patton, but Evans Jr. comes up with it. He's pushing the pace now, goes all the way for their lay-in. Jerry Evans Jr. Timeout on the floor. And Ballarat, early leaders here.
Certainly come out the blocks very, very early, causing a couple of turnovers for Kilsyth and turning them straight into opportunities and points on the offensive end. 3 points, 75%, 3 of 4 for the Ballarat Miners, doing everything right.
Jerry Evans Jr. did a fantastic job of pushing the pace on that last play. Just caught the Cobras defense unawares, really.
Well, Kwani and Jerry Evans Jr. doing all the damage so far. 17 points combined between the two of them, and they're doing it in brilliant fashion.
10 points already for Kwani. Jerry Evans Jr. has 7. Those two have been on fire so far, and geez, Kwani as well. I mean, a couple of pull-up jumpers, threes with defenders right there. I mean,
certainly his time up in Cairns has certainly done him well, and certainly supporting Brendan Joyce's plans to better emphasise the need for these outside shooters with some serious athleticism.
Just under 18 points per game so far this season for Kwani, shooting the ball at a 52% clip.
Big game last week, 24-8. The other big thing about last week's game against the Bandits is 7 players from the Miners team in double figures, and good-sized double figures as well.
That's extraordinary. 7 players in double figures. Of course, I believe they had around 10 to 12 individual scorers as well, so everyone got involved. As Hawley lets it fly from the wing. No good, though.
Oh, a bad call there from the referees, unfortunately. It was most definitely a Kilsyth ball, but not seeing the deflection from Jerry Evans Jr. As a result, Miners ball.
Good atmosphere here tonight in Kilsyth. The crowd getting involved.
Felix von Hoff checking in with Sean McDonald, giving Hooley and Ursich a rest. 8-point lead to the Miners, 3:59 remaining.
And Jerry Evans Jr. has drawn the foul there on that drive.
Smith Milner's first personal, and the Kilsyth Cobras first team foul. Odygy will come in.
And once again, it's Evans Jr. and Kwani who are doing the damage for the Miners.
And Jerry Evans Jr. with some of the sweetest looking kicks I've seen in a long time, supporting the Pink Sports Day and Mother's Day round breast cancer awareness.
Yeah, it's certainly good to see Owen Odygy as well, is probably coming in with a close second. Got the pink socks and the purple shoes.
Yeah. Well, if you're red-green colourblind like I am, Liam, then they're as pink shoes as probably Jerry Evans Jr.'s.
As he gets it to go on the second attempt. So the Miners out to a nice 10-point lead here. Pressing right up, but the Cobras will pass away out of it. Von Hoff's in the corner. They turn it over, though, to Sam Short. Got a Kilsyth and Evans Jr. there. He pulls up in transition, and it drops for Jerry Evans Jr. The Ballarat bench loves it. What a start for the visitors.
13 points in the lead, the Miners, thanks to Jerry Evans Jr. with his 12. And Kwani with his 10.
Owen Odygy now. Smith Milner will fire. And that one goes for Kilsyth. They fire straight back.
Much needed three-pointer from Toey. One of his favourite spots on the court, but we won't talk about it just in case he doesn't shoot from there again.
Evans Jr. now. Been hot early for Ballarat. Here's Fox. Pump fakes. Goes up and he's drawn the foul on Felix von Hoff. Looks frustrated, does the big fella.
Using his experience and his strengths. Von Hoff not happy with that call.
So Fox to shoot 2 here.
Kwani having a rest. Marquise Coleman stepping on court.
17 points last game against the Bandits for Marquise Coleman. And the Kilsyth crowd getting involved in that free throw.
17 points in 12 minutes. Very effective work from Marquise last week.
12 minutes. Wow. Making a ruckus here are the Kilsyth Juniors. But Fox gets both to go.
Some incredible noise, great atmosphere here early on in this men's championship game.
Sean McDonald opts out to Isaac Turner. It's going to be a foul call on Coleman. First personal for Coleman. So big start from the Miners. Kwani has 10 points. He's just gone to the bench. Jerry Evans Jr. as well has been dominant. Turner will fire from long range. Another three-pointer for the Cobras.
Welcome back, Isaac Turner, to the Kilsyth Stadium after a 4-round.
As Fox turns the ball over, miscommunication with Coleman.
And we're back to 9 points.
Brendan Joyce just a little frustrated with his troops there.
He is renowned for giving a bit of a spray, is Brendan Joyce, and he gets a little disappointed. But he's got his team playing very, very well. Not a lot to be disappointed with at this point in time.
Of course, highly credentialed coach is Brendan Joyce, NBL champion, NBL Coach of the Year. Here's Turner again, pulls up from mid-range. That one drops, back-to-back buckets for Isaac Turner.
And that's what he's capable of, averaging 20-odd points a game last season and a go-to man for the Kilsyth Cobras.
He's short, draws the foul. Strong drive to his left. He'll go to the line for 2 shots at the charity stripe. Chance to bring the margin back to 5 points. So 16.5 points per game this season for Sam Short.
He's certainly delivering for Ballarat. His experience with Melbourne United doing him great. And this noise, I'm not sure if you can hear it back at home, but the noise that this crowd is making to try and put Sam off his shot is fantastic.
It's getting louder every free throw as well. Doesn't faze Sam Short though. He goes 2 from 2 on that occasion.
Well, Sam's had NBL crowds screaming at him to miss shots, so the Kilsyth faithful probably, although they're doing a great job, won't be anywhere near in comparison.
Turner pulls up. There's a foul call on the floor.
The foul's going to be called on Marquise Coleman. That's his second personal in very, very short period of time. You expect him to be checking out now.
He looks a little frustrated as well, Coleman.
He didn't like the screen that was set and tried to push through it.
So Fox to head to the bench. Kwani to come back in. Tristan Fisher as well checking into the game for the first time as Coleman does indeed go to the bench after acquiring his second foul. Turner as well coming off. He's been really impressive coming straight back from that wrist injury. So the free throw drops for Owen Otagy. Shooting the free throw at 86% so far this year. As the second one goes.
His shooting's just turned around excessively since I last saw him down at United. It's fantastic credit to himself for the work that he's been doing.
Here's Evans Jr. Been on fire so far in his first period. Over to Sam Short. Creates a little space and just finds Tristan Fisher. Evans Jr. Geez, Otagy was right there. It's a little strong though. And Patton comes up with the board for Kilsyth. Here's Von Hoff. Minute and a half remaining here. Peter Hawley as well checking back in.
Important basket here for Kilsyth. Need to get this one.
McDonald fires. Jeez, banks in for Sean McDonald.
If you don't mind, Sean McDonald off the glass to bring it back to 4 points. A minute 15 remaining in the first quarter.
Not sure if he called bank on that occasion. But 3 points is 3 points, Pete. As it's a 4-point margin here at Kilsyth. Here's Short. Over to Jerry Evans Jr. Gets around Otagy. Just can't get it to go. And it'll stay with Ballarat though.
We'll get a 14 seconds reset back on the shot clock after that shot attempt.
Kwani to inbound. Out to Sam Short. 14 seconds on the shot clock. What can they do? Short will pull up. Nearly drops in.
Looked great from our angle, but an important miss for the Cobras. A defensive rebound with Sean McDonald getting us back underway.
So hit a 3 on the last possession, Sean McDonald. Got a Kilsyth on him. Blocked by a Kilsyth. That's a big-time rejection. Here goes Kwani Evans Jr. Can't convert, but short taps it in. No, a Kilsyth on the second go. No good. Here goes Hooley the other way. It's chaos here at Kilsyth. Hooley is reached in by Tristan Fisher. Really nice time steal there from Fisher.
Great defensive transition from the Miners to ensure that Hooley didn't get a layup in that situation. But Kilsyth ball, 20 seconds, 1.1 second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Hooley to inbound. Into Chris Patton. Got Jerry Evans Jr. on him, 18 on the clock. Gonna let the clock wind down as Peter Hooley. Patton with the screen. Foul call. Was it before the shot? I think so. Well, they're in the bonus, so...
Going to shoot 2 here.
Hooley will go to the line for 2.
Potentially get this margin back to 2 points with 8 seconds remaining in the quarter. Good fight back from Kilsyth after being down by 9 points.
Quick start from the Miners. Largely thanks to Kwani and Evans Jr. But the Cobras have come back and chance to close it, as you said, Pete, to a 2-point margin. The second one, though, no good. Evans Jr. corrals. There's 8 seconds left on the clock. Can the Miners get one last team lifter? Here's Evans Jr. Driving. No good on that attempt. Gets another go at it, though, and no good on the second attempt. So at the end of one, it's a 3-point margin. The Ballarat Miners, undefeated so far in this NBL1 competition. They lead. We have a game on our hands, Pete.
26-23. It's been absolutely exciting. It's had everything you'd like it to have in the opening quarter of the game of the round.
Jerry Evans Jr. leading all scorers with 12. Kwani as well with 10 points on 4 of 4 shooting. He's been really impressive.
Even effort from Kilsyth's perspective. Leading scorer there with Owen Otagy, 5 points, and Isaac Turner with his 5 as well. Really
impressed with Turner coming straight back into this team. I mean, hit a 3 very quickly after checking in.
He certainly did, and that's the Kilsyth faithful here would have been very happy with seeing that.
Big crowd in tonight here at Kilsyth. Probably the best of the season that the Cobras have seen. First, second on the NBL1 ladder.
Well, it's certainly close to capacity on one side of the stadium at this point in time, and the other side looking pretty fantastic as well. Great effort from the Kilsyth Association to get their local juniors out here. We're seeing some young kids putting on some incredibly large shoes and shorts and singlet to try and win a competition here on court.
What size do you reckon those shoes are? Looks like about size 16.
Yeah, I think they might be Chris Patton's or Desmond O'Willy's shoes out there.
Well, we're just about underway here in the second period. Turner to check back in for Kilsyth with Smith, Milner, Hooley, Patton, and Ben Ursich, who did start in this game after a really impressive performance last week against Sandringham.
I noticed the 3-point differential. Did Pete Hooley miss his second foul shot?
I'm not quite across that, to be honest. That's faded in my memory.
Yeah, I thought he actually hit it, but it appears from our statistics that he didn't.
So Marquise Coleman, after picking up 2 quick fouls in the first period, will check back in now for Ballarat. Running the point guard position on this play is here's Tristan Fisher. Kwani cutting hard. Ursich denying though. Here's Fox. He'll fire. No good on that attempt, but Coleman comes up with it, passes to Fox, and he jams it home. Hanging on the rim as well. Gives the backboard a slam for good measure.
Fox doing great work cutting baseline after making a nice internal pass there. Coleman seeing him.
Pumped up is Josh Fox.
Huge finish. Not the way Coach Shulman would have wanted to start this particular quarter. But it's early days yet.
Patton at the top. He's got a Kilsyth on him. 1 block to his name already. Patton, no good on the post move. And Kilsyth looks a little bit sore here. Slow to get up. Coleman's pushing ahead. Kilsyth looks okay. He's recovered. Here's Coleman. Kilsyth with plenty of space at the top. Geez, thought about firing to Tristan Fisher, and the call is a travel.
Might have just got that ball down, but the referee's calling it a travel. Only the second turnover for Ballarat so far in this game. 5-point lead to the Ballarat Miners.
Fisher defending Hooley. Smith-Milner has Fox on him. What can he do here? Good defense from Fox, but Milner gets to the rim, but Fox got a fingertip in there by the looks. Comes up with the stop for Ballarat. Tristan Fisher thought about it, comes around Turner with the floater in the lane. No good, but Fox gets
almost
another
with
crack
the
at it.
putback.
Aggressive so far in this contest is Josh Fox. He's been good in his second period. Here's Kwani. Back to Fox. He can fire now. And that one drops for Ballarat. Wide open was Fox.
Miners out to an 8-point lead. Crunch time here for Kilsyth, needing a quick basket here. A good look.
Hooley at the top. Smith-Milner offers him a screen.
8 seconds, 7 on the shot clock.
Fires away the floater. Does Peter Hooley. No good. Marquise Coleman corrals. He's got Kwani there, and Tristan Fisher goes to Kwani. Smith-Milner with the block attempt, but he will go to the line for two. Kwani.
Second personal for Smith-Milner. Odygy to check into the game, ensuring that Smith-Milner doesn't pick up. Oh, no, Isaac Turner going to take a rest. Smith-Milner to stay in. Going with a bigger lineup here. Here's Coach Schuler.
Both teams really strong down low. Kilsyth, of course, leading the league in blocks per game. No surprise after he registered 11 last week. 4.2 blocks per game so far for Kilsyth. He's got one already. A huge block earlier.
And in 2 minutes and 15 seconds, we are already out to a 10-point differential. Miners have certainly put the foot down coming into this second quarter. Kilsyth needing to respond now.
Here's Patton. Over to Hooley. Down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Hooley driving hard. She's strong finish. No, it's going to be...
Points are going to count. That'll be goaltending called on Josh Fox for the power in which he pounded that backboard.
Some aggressive play early on from Josh Fox, making his presence felt in this game. The Miners lead by 8 here. Making a statement early on in this one, the NBL1 game of the week. Kwani pulls up from 3. No good on that attempt, but here's Fox again. Comes up with the offensive board. It'll stay with Ballarat. Kilsyth's just getting a hand in there. Tristan Fisher now.
Fox really playing a big part in this game so far. Kilsyth from the top of the key.
It's a nice pass there from Fox right on cue. So Smith-Milner now. The Cobras need a bucket. It's out to an 8-point margin. What can they do to respond? Ursich.
Under 10 now on the shot clock.
Backing down Coleman. Coleman comes up with a steal. What can he do? Coleman pulls up from mid-range. That one's a little short, though. Tristan Fisher, no. Odygy's away here. He's got Fox ahead. Will he go for it? Euro steps around him. Lovely move from Owen Odygy. Creating the space with the Euro step.
Pure athleticism there from Owen Odygy.
Geez, Fisher has fired. Just a touch strong on that attempt. Back to a 6-point margin.
2 good stops in a row for Kilsyth. Much needed. Need to convert here. Unfortunately.
Ambitious pass to Hooley. Will stay with Kilsyth.
There's a difference in game plan I'm seeing a lot tonight as opposed to last week, Liam. And they're definitely looking to penetrate more than relying on their outside shot. Only 8 3-point attempts in 1.5 quarters. And at this point last week, they were at about 20. So great opportunity for Kilsyth to continue on with their aggressiveness. It will definitely make a difference in this game.
Big change up from last week for Kilsyth. Here's Ursich. So Von Hoff is checked back into the game for Kilsyth. Hooley will pull up from deep.
Ursich kicks it out.
Von Hoff, no good again. So a couple of missed opportunities for the Cobras. Fox now for Ballarat. He's been instrumental early. Over to Coleman. Akuth with the steal. Coleman drives hard baseline, gives it to Akuth. Geez, Ursich with a hard foul.
Now technically that was before the shot, because he landed on top of him, but he's going to get 2 shots.
So dang Akuth.
But 2 shots from the foul line for Akuth is far better than 2 points scored through a dunk. Ursich making the right decision there.
Makes the first one. 79% so far in the season from the charity stripe for Deng Akuth. Just 10.5 points per game for the big man. And 1 of 2 from the free throw line for the Ballarat big.
7-point lead here to the Miners. Kilsyth looking to return fire here.
Smith-Milner got Evans Jr. on him. Ursich cutting hard. Finds Hooley on the wing. Oh, lovely pass to Chris Patton. Can't convert though. Peter Hooley will have another shot at it. Kwani meets him and no good on the second attempt.
Just got to make those short 12-footers.
Coleman passes to Fox and jams it home. Josh Fox straight down the middle. Just punches it through for Ballarat.
And we're back out to 9 points. Miners doing everything right here defensively to shut down this Kilsyth offense.
Cross-court pass finds Chris Patton down low. There will be a foul call.
So that's going to be Akuth's second personal. Checking into the game will be Isaac Turner and Sean McDonald for Ben Ursich and Peter Hooley. Some fresh blood on the court.
Sean McDonald, a Victorian representative at the under-20s earlier this year. Here is McDonald. To Isaac Turner on return from wrist injury. McDonald takes the lane, blocked from Marquise Coleman though. Geez, the Ballarat Miners are hard to stop defensively at the moment. Coleman driving hard to the rim and that one no good. Geez, pushing the tempo there was Coleman. The Cobras might have numbers here though. What can Von Hoff do? Gives it to McDonald. Back to Von Hoff. But Sam Shaw comes up with a steal and Von Hoff will foul him.
Toey Smith-Milner down the court, so not going to be called shouldn't be called an unsportsmanlike, given the fact that Smith-Milner was in defensive position. They're going to talk about it. Sam Short waiting to hear the verdict. And they've called an unsportsmanlike. Interesting call. Sam Short will take 2 and Miners will be given possession.
She's really up and down game so far. It's been fun.
It certainly has. Kilsyth in a similar position in the first quarter as they are right now, down 9 points. But we're able to bring that back to 3 by quarter time. Let's see if we can see if Kilsyth can do the same.
So Ballarat looking impressive here early. Josh Fox just before with a really nice transition slam.
Certainly, he's been exciting all night, using his strength and his athleticism. Well, during this timeout break, we're going to thank a few of our sponsors here down at Kilsyth. Club Kilsyth and Club Ringwood, fantastic supporters, along with Coca-Cola Amatil, Hoop to Hoop, Basketball Clothing, Swinburne University, and the ever-fantastic Basketball Victoria. Certainly a great crowd down here, Liam. It's been exciting the first 1.5 quarters so far in this game. It's certainly given everything with the expectation that was, which is delivering for a game of the round.
Absolutely, it's been a fantastic game so far. It's a thrill to be involved, really. You can see how many people are excited by the packed house here tonight. First, second on the NBL table. Some stars of the NBL out here as well. I mean, Peter Hooley from Melbourne United. We've got Kwani from Cairns. Denga Kuth as well, the league leader in blocks. We've already seen one huge one.
This league is exciting in itself. The NBL1, great innovation between the NBL and Basketball Victoria. Notice that Jenna O'Hay is signed on to play for the Melbourne Tigers in the in the NBL1 team. One of the most decorated WNBL players of all time.
That is a big signing for the Tigers, isn't
Fantastic signing, a great opal, and she's still got a huge amount of basketball ahead of her. Congratulations, Melbourne Tigers, on that signing. Watching them play against the Cobras here just a few weeks ago, they were lacking just that polish of another superior player, and Jenna O'Hay is certainly going to fill that void.
It'll be very interesting to see if her addition can see them sort of challenge the Bendigos and the Geelongs of the competition.
So 11-point lead. Miners creeping ahead.
Evans Jr. passes down low to Fox, and he's mishandled.
Fox disappointed with himself for not collecting that. It would have been a sure 2 points had he been able to stick that. But good defensive pressure has caused the turnover.
McDonald now for Kilsyth. Wide open is Sean McDonald. He makes him pay as well. Quani just giving him too much space on that occasion. Very,
very important three-pointer there from Sean McDonald. And a cross-court violation called on Quani. Much needed turnover for the Kilsyth Cobras.
Unlucky there for Quani.
Very unlucky. I thought that rule had changed.
And that was what Sam Short was saying as well, I think.
Yeah, in that situation, normally when you get a position where you are landing, you get the opportunity to raise either foot. But not called that way in this situation. Isaac Turner back in the game.
Here is Turner. Jeez, lovely move from Turner. The turnaround J drops for Isaac Turner. He's looking very impressive in his return.
So from 11 points to 6 points, Kilsyth kicking back into this game. Almost another turnover caused there.
Fox will drive baseline. Oh, around the back pass. It drops back to Fox, though. A little lucky on that occasion. He takes care of business.
You know, Fox plays very, very much like... I've just gone blank. I'll remember his name in a moment. We'll come back to that point.
Yep. Been very good so far, Josh Fox. Instrumental is Turner again. Gets round Fox, but Coleman got a hand in. What can Turner do here? Not on that occasion. He found his way inside, but Hooley comes up with the steal. He does. Sam Short's turned it over. Hooley's going to push the pace, but Fox draws the charge for Ballarat. Hooley can't believe it. And it will
unlucky for Hooley in that situation. After all the work was done defensively to cop that, to get that steal, unfortunately picks up that offensive foul.
It was a smart play from Josh Fox, because Hooley was well and truly away. Does like to push the pace for Kilsyth.
Checking in, Desmond O'Willie, the veteran for the Kilsyth Cobras, who is just absolutely fantastic and strong down low. He'll be a great asset. Now, Fox, Mika Vicona is who he reminds me of. I went blank there for a moment, but Mika, really, really strong, very, very smart player. His basketball IQ is exceptional, and he's almost second to none up there in Brisbane Bullets. But I'm seeing a lot of Vicona-like play in Fox here tonight.
Certainly works really hard, does Josh Fox. He's been everywhere so far.
Now, Liam, I wanted to talk to you about something, an innovation that's been brought to my attention recently called Safe Lace, an absolutely exceptional little product. The brainchild of a mother who was sick and tired of having to tie her kids' shoelaces through their junior careers, has come up with this amazing invention that just clicks on the end of your laces and eliminates any need for you to have to go out there and tie up a lace, or a coach's frustration in kids' laces. Safelace.com.au, well worth having a look at. We'll talk about it a little bit later on. I'm going to get you to try some on your shoes, and we'll send you home with a pair.
Absolutely.
But they are a fantastic innovation. So if you are frustrated, annoyed, or sick and tired of your kids' shoelaces always coming undone, whether they be school shoes, work shoes, basketball shoes, netball shoes, any type of shoes whatsoever. They come in every single colour, even glow in the dark. These are exceptional little product, but I'll get them on your shoes later on, and we'll have a talk about the effectiveness of it.
Absolutely. I wish this was round in my day when I was back in under 8s and under 10s, because there certainly was a few of those occasions for myself.
Well, it's definitely valuable for our NBL1 players as well. We'll have to get some out there on the Cobras, boys.
Absolutely. Safelace.com.au as Peter Hooley nearly gets a hand in. He is short. Kwani was impressive early. 10 quick points on 4 of 4 shooting.
He and Evans Jr. have gone a little bit quiet since then, but Fox has picked it up with another 11 points to add to the total.
Yeah.
And Odygy forces a great baseline turnover as Evans Jr. steps out of court.
So it's still hanging around at an 8-point margin, with the Miners leading the way.
Cobras needing 2 or 3 stops in a row and a couple of conversions to get this back to a smaller margin.
Sean McDonald across to Hooley. He'll fire from the wing, and it drops for Kilsyth. Much needed 3-pointer for the Cobras, back to a 5-point margin.
And they're shooting 50% from the 3-point right now. Much better shooting. It's going inside and out, and they're far higher percentage shots than what they were taking last week.
Kwani will go a cross-court pass to Coleman. He'll fire. Tried to draw the foul.
There's
Didn't get it.
The first of the 3 stops they probably need coming into this second half, into the second quarter and half time.
Chance to make it a 1-possession game. Isaac Turner does exactly that. Pulls up from 3 and it's good. Kilsyth, all of a sudden this stadium is pumped.
2-point game, 1:30 left in the opening half. Another defensive stop right here will turn this game on its head, and this crowd will go berserk.
Kwani driving hard, finds Jerry Evans Jr. Big time block. No, it's a foul call. Oh, and Odygy.
Odygy putting his arm, his leg, his wrist on the line to block a Jerry Evans dunk, and he does exactly that. Gets a little bit of arm on Evans, and Evans will go to the line to shoot 2. But what a fantastic defensive effort from Odygy.
Met him right at the apex. Did Owen Odygy. Nearly had an NBL1 top 10 highlight play there, I reckon, as Willie checks out.
One of the most exciting games I've seen in Siebel history, and now in the NBL1. I think this is a great advertisement for how fantastic this program is. Jerry Evans puts his hands back to be congratulated by no players.
Gets the first one to drop for Ballarat. Back out to a 4-point margin now for the Miners.
Very handy player is
Kilsyth.
Evans Jr.
Kilsyth have the momentum here after, even though there was a foul call, you feel like that lifted the team a bit.
Certainly did. The damage that a dunk of that nature would have caused, exactly the right play from Odygy.
Patton backs down Fox, but a little short on the post hook though.
Need to get this stop right now, Kilsyth, to sway back the momentum their way.
Evans Jr. will fire. Just a little strong on that occasion. So 50 seconds on the clock here in the first half.
Important offense for Kilsyth. They need to make sure they get a good shot. Don't rush this. Get an opening.
Turner. Evans reaching in a couple of times. Steps through though, just Turner. No good on that occasion.
Nice offense. Nice play. Unlucky with the up and under not going down for him.
Coleman with the ball at the top. Over to Kwani.
Looking into Evans
Turner
Jr.
nearly came up with a steal, but it's a foul call.
And that's going to be in the bonus. That will send Evans Jr. to the line, who's just knocked down 2 in a row.
Up to 14 points in the game now.
Schuler has been given a warning. So that is the first warning for Justin Schuler. Next will result in a technical foul.
%82% from the free throw line so far this season.
That first free throw will not count. Substitution called. Von Hoff coming in for Odygy. Odygy with a second personal foul. Not wanting to pick up a third before half-time.
So that one will count for the Miners. Evans Jr. getting it to go. Kilsyth with 22 seconds to work with, as Evans Jr. goes 2 of 2. Here's Hooley.
So they want to make sure they have the last shot here, Kilsyth. They do not want to give the Miners any momentum going into half-time, more than they've already got with their 6-point lead.
Peter Hooley winds the shot clock down, drives strong left. Can't get to rattle in. Patton comes up with the board, drawing the foul though on, I believe, Kwani.
They're asking for a points count goaltending scenario, but I don't believe there's any reason for that. It will be 2 shots to Chris Patton. 4 seconds remaining in the opening half. And what a half it's been, Liam.
Absolutely. There's been some big-time plays here at Kilsyth. So it's a timeout.
Timeout for Chris to be able to think about his next 2 shots. Smart move from Brendan Joyce. Chris, not the best career foul shooter. Consistent, but certainly not the best. But having some time to think about it might be in his best interests.
So a 6-point margin here. The Miners have the lead.
It's a very even game right across the board. We'll go through the statistics at half-time, but there's very little separating these two teams. A little bit of a rebound differential in favour of the Miners, but not enough to be alarmed about. So 6-point differential is a good position to be in for either team. Obviously, Kilsyth would love to be up, but it's nothing to be too overly concerned about. And hopefully Chris Patton here can bring it back to 4.
What a game of basketball we've seen so far here. The game of the week, and it has well and truly delivered. We've seen some big-time plays. Some blocks and some slams. Here's Patton with a chance for 2 points at the line to bring it back to a 4-point margin. Evans Jr. just giving him some advice before he lines up for his free throw.
Makes the first. Good boy, Christopher. Make this 2 of 2. Sporting the magnificent pink socks.
No good on the second attempt for Chris Patton. So short now with a chance. Will pull up. And a little short there. So it's a 5-point margin at the end of the first half. 44-39. The Ballarat Miners will take the lead into the halftime break. Pete, what a half of basketball.
Yeah, fantastic game. It has certainly delivered on all of our expectations. These two teams are stacked with some exciting players, some fantastic athletes, both on both squads. Let's have a quick look at the stats before we break for half-time. Field goal percentage between the two teams at 39% for Kilsyth, 38% for Ballarat. Just taking a few extra shots there, Kilsyth. 2 points, breaking it down, 30% each. Couldn't break that. 56 versus 54 in favour of the Ballarat Miners, and the free throw percentage 17 of 18 for the Ballarat Miners, absolutely fantastic, and 6 of 8 for the Kilsyth Cobras. So some foul trouble a little bit there for Kilsyth, with 4 players on 2 fouls each. Odygy, Smith Milner, Von Hoff and Isaac Turner, and the same for the Ballarat Miners. So it's a very even game, Liam.
Absolutely, and both teams, as you said earlier, shooting the 3 ball at a really high clip, and in contrast to last week where Kilsyth shot 39 attempts from 3. They're 7 of 13 in this one, so obviously picking their spots really nicely.
Certainly are. Evans Jr. leading the way, all scorers with 16 points, with Fox and Kwani with 11 and 10 respectively. And Isaac Turner, welcome back to the Kilsyth Cobras with 10 points. Peter Hooley with 9 and Owen Odygy with 7.
Well, we'll be back in about 5 minutes for the second half of this NBL1 game of the week. The Miners and the Cobras. See you in 5 minutes. basketball stadium for this NBL1 game of the week. The Miners are joined here by a very special guest. The inventor of Safe Place. Now, you're more across this than I reckon you take it from here.
Yep, well, we've got Loretta Batten here, who's the inventor of Safe Place. An absolutely exceptional product. Wanted to give Loretta an opportunity to tell us the motivation behind creation of this.
Hi, thanks for having me on. So the motivation basically came from necessity because I was so frustrated when I was watching my boys play basketball and picking them up from school and all that sort of thing, and their laces would be untied every day. So I thought there's got to be something out there that can fix my problem and get rid of my frustration, but there wasn't. So I took it upon myself to invent something, and that's where Safe Lace came from.
Sensational. So if any of our viewers are wanting to get a hold of some Safe Laces, where do they need to go?
Absolutely. They can jump online, www.safelace.com.au.
Sensational. I'm going to be putting some on your shoes later, Liam, making sure that your shoelaces never go down. We'll have to have a chat with the Kilsyth boys, because I have noticed a couple of them doing their laces up on their pink shoes here tonight. But Loretta, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
Thank you for creating such a great invention. I've got 5 kids, perfect for my 5 children.
Absolutely.
Magnificent. We're about to get back underway here at Kilsyth Stadium for the second half of this game of the week, NBL1 round clash between the Miners and the Kilsyth Cobras. It's going to be an exciting second half. Looking forward to all the NBL1 action here on this sensational station.
Jerry Evans Jr. has been fantastic so far in this one. He started off very quickly, as did Connie Klein. So Turner will inbound now. Big crowd in here at Kilsyth for this first versus second matchup. Great atmosphere so far. Here's Peter Hooley now, starting to slot with the Cobras. Goes to Smith Corner, who pull up from the baseline. That one's no good.
Sam Short with a great rebound.
Drops over to Evans Jr. Here's a coup at the top. Sam Short into a coup. Falling out of bounds, chucks it off the foot of Patton, but it bounces out to Short, and Quiney will fire. What's the call from the referee here?
I'm not 100% sure what that call is, but he was flexing his muscles. Was Battier?
He'll stay with the Miners. Off-ball foul by the Wolves.
Fouls on Chris Patton. That will be his, I would expect it to be his second personal, but potentially his first.
Evans Jr. inbound, and Sam Short's got space here in the corner. He lets it fly. Got out of jail there with the Cobras. Here comes Cooley. He's driving hard. Lovely little Euro step into the defenders from Peter Hooley.
Great touch from Hooley. Smith Milner trying to make sure it doesn't tip out, but it was able to drop on its own.
Here's Fox. He was instrumental in the first half. Oh, good move from Josh Fox. This nice step-through move there with the lefty lane. So still a 5-point margin here. Here's Patton. Oh, and Odyssey was involved in the first half. Here's Odyssey, a chance for a corner 3. Bit short on that attempt. Evans Jr. for Ballarat. Here's a coup. The block machine. Over to Fox. Sam Short. Close to the floater. That one drops for Ballarat.
Akuth not having as big an impact on this game as what he did last week, but still a very difficult defensive player to have to play around.
As Turner's corner 3 is no good. Fox and Akuth come up with the team rebound for Ballarat. He's short. Strong screen there from Akuth. Evans Jr. will fire from the wing. Strong defensive rebound. Chris Patton.
Already Kilsyth have taken 4 3-pointers this half, or this quarter,
There's another one right there.
in the
way
first
up.
2 minutes, and that's number 5.
No call. So
Fantastic defense from Patton, unfortunately unable to get the loose rebound. And a big dunk from Kilsyth.
Back out to a 9-point margin now. Patton inside to Smith Milner. He's fouled by Evans Jr.
Great entry pass there from Chris Patton. CP3, as he's fondly known by the Kilsyth faithful. Brendan Joyce really upset with that call, with Evans Jr. with his hand straight up as far as Brendan's concerned. Fantastic reward for Ben Ursich off the back of his efforts last week. Smith Milner not hitting the first. An important bucket for Smith Milner and the Cobras. 8 points, the lead to the Miners. 7:30 left in this third and championship quarter. Turnover to the Miners.
So here's Woolley. Short on him. He's picked up his dribble here. Here's Ursich down to Smith Milner. A Kooth on him. Drives around him. Blocked by Kooth. Here it is, those long arms.
Yeah, that's his lack of. Well, I was about to say his lack of effect on the offensive end, as he's dunked it in the last time and went to dunk it this time. But his defensive efforts are exceptional. Very hard to shoot over the top of a 6'11" with probably a 7'2" wingspan. Toey picking up his third personal. Exceptional foul shooting from the Miners, 19 of 20. 95% from the line as a team tonight.
His turn up. There's going to be a body foul though on Evans Jr.
Brendan not liking that call either. I'm sure there's been far more than 2 blocks in this game from Ballarat.
It certainly feels like it.
It certainly does. But only 2 on the stat sheet. Pretty sure Kilsyth has blocked 2 times with his small toe in this game tonight.
He's certainly been active.
8-point lead to the Miners. Kilsyth desperately need a couple of stops here. A couple of good possessions down on the offensive end. Sam Short with the ball.
Passes out to Kwani, gets around Ursich, chucks up the floater, it's no good. Good defense from Chris Patton.
Fantastic. Fantastic team defense right across the board. Bang, and there you go, 5 points. Isaac Turner off the back of a fantastic team effort defensively. He goes to 15 points for the game. Boy, have they missed him.
Chucks up the alley-oop. Convert on that occasion.
And there's stop number 2 for the Cobras.
Hooley just pulls up.
I thought he was throwing an alley there. He was so casual with that shot. But there was no one to be on the other end of it. So 3 stops in a row for Kilsyth. Desperately needing a good offensive set here to consolidate on a fantastic defensive effort down the other end.
Lovely pass there to Owen Odyssey. The reverse lane. No good. She's tangled up with Fox. There's Odyssey.
Odyssey's like, Fox, get off me. And Miners are going to call a timeout here to have a little chat. Kilsyth turning things around a little bit with a bit of momentum that swing their way. 5 points differential. Just a couple of acknowledgements of some fantastic supporters across the Kilsyth program. Russell Corp Sporting Australia, who have been a strong partner for Kilsyth for quite some time. Moulton having a control of the basketball for quite a few years, and Spalding taking that back as of their partnership with Basketball Victoria. So thank you very much, Russell Corp Sporting Australia. Repair Management Australia. If you ever have a bingle with your car, Liam, Repair Management Australia, Phil Monday's group down here. A great work being done by them. Beresdorf Australia and Swinburne University. So exciting one here. 5 minutes left in this third quarter. 5 points in favour of the Miners. And we really have been treated to some sensational defensive efforts. Not a huge high-scoring game, but a lot of exciting things happening out there on the court.
The Miners just holding on to that lead. 5 points it's at the moment. Just hovering around that 5 to 10 point margin. The last 20 minutes of game time, it feels like.
Well, every time the Cobras get it back to within 3 or 4, Miners seem to put their foot on the pedal and then just extend it back out to that 10, 11 mark. And Kilsyth are only ever hovering around this point. They just need to be able to start consolidating on the 3 stops that they've currently got and prove it to a little bit more. So back underway again.
Good defense from Chris Patton. And Von Hoff comes up with a steal.
4 stops in a row for Kilsyth. This is a big basket right there for Felix Von Hoff. 3 points, and we are back to a 2-point game off the back of 4 straight stops to the Kilsyth defense.
Transition 3-pointer from Felix Von Hoff is good as Jerry Evans Jr. gets it to go.
Quietens the crowd immediately with that 2 points. Chris Patton with a nice back down, unable to make it to drop. Fox with the rebound off to Coleman. Coleman moving the ball down, guarded by Von Hoff, off to Kwani. Kwani to Evans, Evans to Short. Actually to Tristan.
Back out to Kwani. He drives strong. Geez, Chris Patton meets him with the steal attempt, and Kwani gets to go.
And there we go. They get it back within 2, and now we're back out to 6. All of a sudden, the Miners taking a little bit more control here.
Von Hoff hands it off to Turner. He'll step back into a 3-pointer. That was a deep 3.
Would have been a very, very, very big one for this crowd.
Jerry Evans Jr., Von Hoff on him. Hit a big transition 3-pointer moments ago. What can he do here? Evans Jr. steps through. That one bricks off the backboard, but he comes up with the board. No, he doesn't. Here goes Peter Hooley. Tough shot there from Hooley, and no good. The good defense there from the Miners to force him into the miss. Geez, Coleman, strong drive to the bucket, no good. So a couple of missed opportunities for both teams.
Hooley back under control. Setting up the offense for the Cobras. Off to Turner. Turner looking to come off a screen from Patton. Patton back out to Hooley. Hooley flicks it to Patton down low, and Patton up and under. Scores the 2.
Lovely pass there from Peter Hooley.
Fantastic play. Looked like he was going to take the 3, then take the drive. Drew the defense, handed it off to Patton.
So Tristan Fisher back into the game for Ballarat. Here's Kwani. He'll pull up. Geez, good contest from Felix Von Hoff. Has forced him into the miss.
That would have been a tough shot to make with the hands of Felix Von Hoff all over that.
Ursic now slowing things down. Over to Hooley. There's 2.5 minutes remaining in this third period. Just a 4-point margin. Ursic will shoot. A little short though. Fox grabs the board for Ballarat.
His 13th rebound. 13 points, 13 boards. A big double-double here from Fox, a.k.a. Mika Vacona.
He has been influential so far in this contest, Josh Fox. Hustles hard. for sure. Here's Quiney over to Coleman. Von Hoff on him. He goes round, meets Patton though. Takes a lot of contact, no call.
Patton with a lot of great help defense in this third quarter. Von Hoff for a big three.
Same spot as the last one.
Oh, almost drops.
But Chris Patton cleans it up for Kilsyth.
Chris Patton doing the janitor work on the Von Hoff three-point attempt. 2-point game. 1:35 remaining in the third quarter.
Quiney on the wing. Evans Jr. thought about shooting it. Coleman's found himself with some space. Fisher. The baseline two is no good. Quiney crashing the board. It'll be Kilsyth ball.
And there's a mass substitution going on here. About 47,000 players kicking into the game. Not sure who went out and who went in, but that was a lot for both teams.
Sean McDonald entering the fray by the looks, as is O'Willy.
And Odygy. And then a few for Ballarat. The crowd starting to pick up here. 2-point differential, 122. Looking for a big bucket here to keep the crowd going.
What a game of NBL1 basketball we've had in store tonight. The crowd getting around it. The Kilsyth juniors enjoying the show. Here's McDonald. Over to Von Hoff. McDonald thought about shooting it. Gets a Couth. Von Hoff can shoot. What's the call on the floor?
Offensive call on Desmond O'Willy. Offensive foul.
Unfortunate for the Kilsyth Cobras.
Trying to set a screen on Deng Couth and used too much backside. And Deng unfortunately ended up on his backside. And the young fellas are down there wiping up the sweat.
2-point game here with a minute remaining in the third period.
That would have been a big three that landed had that foul not been called. It would have given Kilsyth the first lead of this game.
Ballarat just holding on to that lead ever since the opening tip, but it's back to 2 points, so Kilsyth has been chipping away at it.
This is a big defensive possession here for Kilsyth.
Evans Jr. McDonald right up in him. Sam Short. Jeez, making a lot of noise is the Kilsyth benches. Von Hoff corrals it. No, he doesn't. Deng Couth gets the offensive board. Sam Short. O'Willy on him. Forces him baseline. Evans Jr. will shoot it from the corner. Desmond O'Willy corrals it for Kilsyth. Big stop there for the home side.
Huge rebound from Desmond O'Willy. That's why he's out there.
30 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's Sean McDonald.
Big offense here for Kilsyth.
Desmond O'Willy. Deng Couth on him. Shot clock winding down. 5 left. Desmond O'Willy. They're going to have to shoot it. Von Hoff. A little short on the late shot clock 3.
12 seconds remaining in this quarter. 54-56. A narrow margin there for the Ballarat Miners.
12 seconds to work with here for Ballarat. Here's Sam Short. One more bucket would make it a 2-possession game. It's going to be a foul call on Desmond O'Willy. Just pushing off Deng Couth there. 6.2 left on the clock. Brendan Joyce addressing his troops. What can they do here?
Kilsyth do not want to foul in this possession. They're in the penalty right now. Don't want to give any charitable donations to this Miners team.
Sam Short pulls up. No good on that attempt. Von Hoff lets it go, but that'll be short. So it's a 2-point margin heading into the fourth period of action here in this NBL1 game of the week. 56-54, the Ballarat Miners lead. They've led all evening, Pete, but Kilsyth just keep chipping away.
They will not go away. Kilsyth, great quarter from their perspective. A lot of defensive stops. In fact, there wasn't a lot of scoring going on in that quarter for either team, but the defensive work from Kilsyth, they'd have to be sitting there and focusing on that and going, okay, well, there's the momentum shift for us. We have an opportunity now to extend that into the fourth quarter and try and chip away and get this lead ahead.
Von Hoff with a big 3 as well there to get the momentum back in Kilsyth's favour. Nearly hit another one, but of course the offensive foul saw that one waved off. That would have given the Cobras the lead. So certainly things are looking up for the home side. Meanwhile for Ballarat, I mean, it was a quick start from Quiney and Jerry Evans Jr., but been relatively quiet since. I mean, certainly Quiney has only had 2 points since the first quarter. But Jerry Evans Jr. does lead all scorers with 18.
He certainly does, and he's playing fantastically well. He's getting a lot of second opportunities, and I think that's a big thing for Justin Schuler and the Cobra boys, is they've got to try and eliminate the chance for second chances against a team like this. Their rebound count, they're a little bit down 39-31, and there's been 9 offensive rebounds for Ballarat. If they can stop that this quarter and make sure they don't get any second chances and they can convert on 2 out of 3 opportunities down their own end, then I think they're going to be able to make this happen. And I think the crowd will help bring them home.
The crowd getting very involved in that third period especially. Half-court shot here. Have a look at that for a celebration.
Yeah.
Another one.
they've both hit a half-court shot. It's pretty exciting. From the crossover box, one of the supporters of Kilsyth Cobras, the gentleman there in the crossover singlet, a great personal training and basketball training organisation. Another great supporter of Kilsyth is Bell Real Estate, Travel Associates, Brazilian Butterfly, and also Yarra Valley Cabinet Makers, all coming in to support this wonderful program and this wonderful night that we're experiencing tonight.
Very thankful for their support. They allow us to bring such a great game of basketball here tonight. Been very entertaining, relatively low scoring, but certainly been no shortage of highlights.
Certainly not. And the defensive side of things, there hasn't been bad shots taken. It's just been sensational defense that's making those shots difficult. Well, this is going to be an exciting quarter, Liam. I cannot wait to see what the next 10 minutes provides for us tonight and the rest of the hundreds of people here at Kilsyth Stadium.
The crowd getting involved with a Kilsyth chant. Good to see. Sean McDonald checking back into the game.
This start is going to be very, very important for Kilsyth. They've allowed Ballarat on each occasion, each quarter so far, to get out early on.
Jerry Evans Jr. pulls up. No good on that attempt. Good contest there from Smith Milner. In Ballarat, they have the lead, but Kilsyth with a chance to take it back right here. Here is Smith Milner. Gets to go. It's a tied game. 56 apiece.
The first tie we've had since it was 0-all at the start of this game. Fantastic effort here from Kilsyth, coming off the back of another stop.
Wow, what a 10 minutes of basketball we are in for here. Here's Kwani. Over to Sam Short. Chucks up the floater. That one's a little long, though.
They've been given the loose ball call there, Kilsyth.
A lot of hands in there trying to grab that rebound, and it will stay with the Cobras.
I don't envy the referees on that call. Made a good call from a Kilsyth crowd's perspective.
Smith Milner over to McDonald. Gets around Jerry Evans Jr. Good pass to Owen Otagy. Back out to Hooley. Toey Smith Milner with the screen. Opts against it. What can he do here, Hooley? 7 on the shot clock. Finds McDonald in the corner. A little short, though. So Josh Fox, what's that? Rebound number 14 for him. He's been everywhere for Ballarat. Back to Fox. Finds Short in the corner. Too much space. And he takes advantage.
Big three from Sam Short there. Exciting young player to watch.
That will lift the visiting side.
Certainly quietened the home team.
Owen Otagy driving strong to the hoop, but Denga Kuth worried him out of it. Here's Kwani. Can the Miners get some back-to-back buckets to retake control of this game? Here's Evans Jr. Denga Kuth wasn't expecting that one. Copped a hit in the eye, but plays on. No good on that one. The tip-in attempt. Denga Kuth another chance. He gets fouled. He's upset about some contact he received in the face, but he has 2 trips now to the charity stripe to get it back out to a 5-point margin for Ballarat.
Again, it's that situation where Kilsyth just gets back into it, and Miners just have the experience and the ability to just to stretch it. And this hasn't missed a foul shot all night. They're 19 of 20, the Ballarat Miners.
Chance to really make a statement here tonight, Ballarat. Sitting on top of the table at the moment. If they can defeat Kilsyth on their home floor, they're really going to send a message to the rest of the competition. Crowd making a lot of noise trying to distract Denga Kuth. No good on the second one as Smith Milner falls over. It's out of bounds. Geez, it's going to stay with Ballarat.
Unfortunately for Smith Milner, he tripped on the line and was unable to regain that rebound. But an uncharacteristical miss for the Ballarat Miners, but still sitting there with a 4-point lead against our home side here at Kilsyth.
Unlucky break there for the Cobras. Just Smith Milner just unfortunately slipped over.
Miners to inbound the ball baseline. 14 seconds on the shot clock. 7:56 remaining in this NBL1 game of the week. Fox with the ball.
Owen Otoji defending him. Back out to Sam Short. Fox with the screen. Short will pull up, and that one drops for Ballarat. So back to a 6-point margin now. Isaac Turner getting ready to check in.
It's come out big, Sam Short, in the opening part of this quarter. 5 points in the space of about a minute and a half, with that big three giving them the lead.
Hawley with a turnover to Jerry Evans Jr., who's got Otoji ahead of him. Going to be a foul call. It's a blocking foul on Owen Otoji.
And that's his 4th personal for Owen Otoji.
Looks a little sore as well, does Otoji. Looks like he might have copped a corky on that play.
Looks like there might be a timeout called here. Every single one of the coaching staff standing on the court at this point in time, and it is a timeout, giving us our last opportunity at this point in time to thank some of our supporters here at the Kilsyth Basketball Stadium. Kilsyth, proudly supported by Club Kilsyth and Club Ringwood. Hoop to Hoop clothing, some of the best basketball clothing in the business. They kit out our Cobras here down at Kilsyth Stadium. They look absolutely fantastic. Coca-Cola Amatil, great supporters with Powerade and all the Coca-Cola products. Basketball Victoria and the amazing Swinburne University. We also have a lot of local clubs down here, Liam, that support by buying corporate boxes and supporting or rewarding their coaches and their teams with that. The MLBC Lakers, the SEBC Saints, the Maroondah Magic. There also is the Mount Evelyn Meteors have a box down here. Fantastic support to see these young clubs supporting the association in which they play.
You can certainly tell that the Cobras do a fantastic job of engaging their youngsters. There's just so many in the crowd tonight. Of course, it is Junior Association night, I believe, so getting around it are the youngsters.
We're seeing a lot of that support here tonight, and hopefully they've enjoyed the evening, and they'll come back again next week as the Kilsyth Cobras take on Diamond Valley.
Well, it's been a fantastic game of NBL1 basketball to attend, so if the Cobras can get over the line, they'll be very inclined, I think, to turn up.
Well, it's retro night too, so you get to dress up in all your old retro clothes.
Is that right? Next week?
Next week, yep, on the 17th.
Seeing some interesting outfits here next week. That'll be fun. As Evans Jr. no good on the first, so a couple of misses from the line after a really, really strong start from the free throw line.
19 of 20, and then they've gone 1 of 3 in the last 3 attempts. And he makes the second. So now we're looking at a 7-point margin.
Once again, Ballarat remaining in control. It got back to a tied game. McDonald with the ball. Otoji with the screen.
I'm just noticing that this defense that they're running here, the Ballarat Miners, is so versatile. They switch on every screen, and even the bigs are taking on the guards and doing a pretty heavy, decent job of it.
Certainly a very versatile defensive team. Some great athletes out there on the floor. Denga Kuth leading the league in blocks as he sets the screen for Short. Pulls up from the mid-range. That's a tough jumper, but Kwani with the board. Tapped out of his hand. The second attempt goes for Ballarat. So all of a sudden it's out to a 9-point margin. Ballarat really taking control, and they've got all the momentum at this point.
Yeah, well, Ballarat just come out with 4 stops straight since their 9-point run started.
Turner stepping back into a 3. No good. Jerry Evans Jr. taps it out to Hawley, though. Advantage Kilsyth. McDonald to Otoji. Turner's got some space. Jeez, Evans Jr. It's a bit of an RKO out of nowhere, that one.
Certainly jumps thinking Isaac Turner's going to take a 3. Pretty much jumps over the top of Isaac Turner, but collects him on the way through. Bernersic and Toey Smith-Milner checking back into the game. Odygy and Sean McDonald having a rest. 4 stops in a row for Ballarat. Kilsyth really need to get a score right now to break this 9-0 run that the Miners have been able to put together to give them this 9-point lead.
6 minutes and 19 seconds remaining. Certainly wouldn't want it to get to double digits. Here's Turner driving hard. Geez, that's a tough finish from Isaac Turner. Had about 3 defenders draped over him. But the up and under lay-in goes. Kwani now for Ballarat. Much needed bucket there for the Cobras. Short's been good so far in this 4th period. Here he is once again. Evans Jr. will shoot the 3. That one drops for Ballarat.
That is a big 3-point, stretching that lead now out to 10 points, silencing this crowd.
And here's Hooley. They need a bucket, Kilsyth. Ballarat doing everything to retake momentum. Geez, lovely spin move from Peter Hooley. Can't flip it up and in though. Chris Patton comes up with a board and just rims out. Akuth did his best to put him off. Here's Sam Short. Geez, a chance to
way
make it
too open.
13 points if it drops, and it does. Ballarat are on fire at the moment. Sam Short, another 3-pointer. Timeout Kilsyth, and look at the Ballarat bench. They're pumped.
Certainly brought the momentum into this game now as the Ballarat Miners. They start off with a 9-0 run with 4 stops, and since then another couple of stops and a 6-0 run. Very, very difficult to get back into a game when they're playing defense like that.
3 3-pointers in this 4th period for Ballarat. They're 8 of 19 on the game, and none bigger than that one, because with 5 minutes and 10 seconds remaining, 13 points is certainly not an unassailable lead. Plenty of time to come back, but it's certainly pressure on Kilsyth.
It's not pressure that they want to have in this situation. They're going to have to rely on their defensive pressure to be able to get themselves back in this and not hope that the 3 points are always going to drop for them.
Only 58 points for Kilsyth with 5 minutes remaining in the 4th period, so a very low scoring game for them, and been low scoring for both teams throughout, but just the last few minutes, Ballarat getting 5 stops in a row.
Yeah, it's credit to what Brendan Joyce is trying to do with his players, and when, again, as we mentioned before, when you look at how they're matching up defensively, they're switching on every screen, and the bigs are just doing the right job on the guards, and as a result, everyone knows they've got support and they've got help, and they can play that little bit extra from a defensive perspective to try and make sure that there is huge momentum in their favour. So trying to stop Peter Hooley from getting the ball here. They're defending him. Fox. Short picking up Hooley now.
So over to Turner, who has been impressive. Could be a spark here for the Cobras as he drives hard. Met at the ring, though, by Sam Short. Josh Fox comes up with it.
Two-handed block there from Sam Short. Let's see if that goes on as a statistical block, because it's only been 3 in the game, apparently.
Yet another stop as well for Ballarat. So in this 4th period, they have defended very well. Here's Sam Short. He'll take the mid-range too. No good. It's going to stay with the Miners, though.
Toei unable to control that rebound.
In the context of this game, every one of these extra possessions hurts Kilsyth as they trail by 13.
The clock will run down very, very quickly if they get second chances here, the Miners.
Kwani on the wing. He's got Fox behind him. Athletic move from Kwani. Kwani, that's a 15-point game.
Smith-Milner, a little bit ginger there in his right thumb.
Peter Hooley, the Cobras, desperate for a bucket at this point. He's turned it over. Here come Ballarat. Sam Short off to the races. Jerry Evans Jr. there. Sam Short takes it all the way. Drawn the foul on Ben Ersic by the looks. And with 4 minutes to go, the Cobras' chances of winning this game are almost hanging by a thread at this point.
They certainly are. The Miners currently on a 17-3 run.
Wow.
Over the course of the last 5 minutes. 17-3, including 7 stops.
Been a defensive showcase in this fourth period from Ballarat. Sam Short can't get it to go on the first attempt.
Their attacking style of players enabled them to go to the line 25 times this game and hit 22 of those 25 attempts.
Isaac Turner. Been good for Kilsyth. Here's Hawley. Hawley driving hard. Back out to Owen Otaji. Gets around Kwani. That's a tough drive to the rim. Gets it to go. Geez, Kilsyth needed that.
They certainly did. Now they probably need to eliminate the Miners from scoring for the next 2.5 minutes if they want to get back in this game.
A couple of quick threes would do a lot as Otaji chases the ball out of bounds. It will stay with Ballarat. It's off Kilsyth.
12 seconds left in the shot clock for the Miners.
Turner right up on Sam Short. Sam Short has been really impressive in this fourth period. Oops it up to Josh Fox. Wow!
If you don't mind, Sam Short draws the defense of the entire Kilsyth team to throw it up, and Fox decides that I'm just going to put this away, and with it, potentially the game.
The aggressive jam from Josh Fox. What a highlight play there from the Ballarat Miners. 16-point game.
I think from Sam Short's point of view, I think he just drives and goes, okay, as long as I throw it somewhere in the vicinity of that end of the court, Fox with his athleticism is going to be able to draw it from anywhere and put that down. But boy, was that sweet. Sam Short has come out big in this fourth quarter from all aspects of the game, but he has been absolutely fantastic. Leading the game in assists at this point in time with 4. But his presence and his open shots and his ability to drive. You just look at the times that they've gone to the line 26 times, as I mentioned before, versus the 12 for Kilsyth. But they've just been more aggressive at the ring than what Kilsyth has.
Yeah, Sam Short, a couple of big three-pointers. A huge play there as well.
15 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 1 two-handed block. Should get two blocks for that.
Yeah.
No, he's been fantastic, and the majority and the bulk of that for Sam Short has been in this quarter. I can very much see why the Melbourne United are enjoying having him as a development player. He's had the better of Peter Hawley tonight. Almost Fox with a steal.
And Fox has been good as well, hasn't he, for Ballarat? Impact player.
Certainly.
Double-double for him tonight. He leads the game in rebounding with 16 rebounds. 15 points and 6 rebounds for Josh Fox. And a huge alley-oop slam. Smith-Milner drawing the foul on Akuth.
It's only their 3rd team foul. Both teams with a foul to give before they go into the bonus. 3 minutes 12 remaining in this game. And you would say that if something doesn't happen very quickly in the next minute or so for the Cobras, then they're not going to be able to get back in this game.
Hawley uses his body to create some space, but once again forced into the miss. McDonald open for the 3. That one drops for Kilsyth. There's still life left in this Cobras team.
There certainly is. This is a big defensive possession. We've said that about 5 times tonight, and each time they've been able to come up big with getting some stops, but they need 3 or 4 stops right now to shut this game down.
13-point margin into Akuth. He's got Hawley on him. Takes advantage and slams it home.
With no effort whatsoever. In fact, I don't think his feet really got off the ground too much in that situation.
Here's Von Hoff. Drives hard baseline out to Peter Hawley. Gets around Short. Draws the foul as well. Smart play from Peter Hawley.
Hawley going to the line. Might be just a little bit too little too late, unfortunately. But 2 minutes 21 seconds is still enough time to bridge a 15-point gap, provided defensively they don't allow any more of those dunks.
11 points and 9 rebounds tonight for Peter Hawley. The first one doesn't go. Has struggled a little bit shooting the ball. He's 4 of 15 tonight as he splits a pair.
So 14 points, 2 minutes 20
Really
seconds.
turns it over. Sean McDonald getting his hand in there. Here's Kwani pushing the pace, finds the space and takes advantage. Kwani.
Just too easy for Ballarat in that transition. Way too easy. 16-point differential. Just over 2 minutes.
Smith Milner from the top. A little short though. Owen Otagy with the offensive board. Gives it off to a cutting Smith Milner. And he hangs in the air to finish that one.
Going up for the dunk, realised that Kilsyth was there to defend it.
A lot of contact on that one. Nearly turned it over. Here's Evans Jr. Gets a hand into Owen Otagy, but Kwani comes up with it. So a minute 46 remaining. 14-point margin. And Hawley has come up with the steal. He's got McDonald there. Gives it over to McDonald. Blocked by Sam Short. No, it's a foul. So McDonald to the line for 2.
Sam Short not happy with that one. Thought he had that clean. I think he had a hand on the body there. Picks up his 4th personal, and that will put Sean McDonald to the line with his opportunity to bring this back to 12 points. Minute 37. Not a lot of time. Still doable. If you could sub in a Reggie Miller into your team, you could do this in about 13 seconds.
Tracy McGrady would go all right as well. Sean McDonald with 10 points in the game. He's been good off the bench.
He's done that quietly too. Just putting in a few over here and there. He's going to be Otagy coming out, Isaac Turner, so a bit more 3-point percentage coming on the court.
A flurry of 3-pointers could keep the Cobras in it. Von Hoff out there, Turner as well. Peter Hawley.
Even Smith Milner is pretty decent from the top of the key for 3.
Hasn't gone the way the Cobras planned it so far, but can they turn it around?
It is doable. It is doable, but it is going to be one heck of an effort. And I tell you what, it'll be exciting and it'll get this crowd going berserk. But it's been a fantastic game all the same. A lot of highlights. Ballarat have just been really polished. Every quarter they've come out hard at the start of each quarter. A bit like Collingwood does on a regular basis. I'm not sure if you're a Collingwood supporter, but they had a big win tonight against a pretty well played Carlton, but we won't talk about that.
Look, I'm a North Melbourne supporter, so we're not talking footy at the moment.
My commentator from last week is a North Melbourne supporter as well. He doesn't have a lot to say.
Here's Sam Short.
They're really using the clock here, not taking any quick shots. Wanting to blow.
Court to Josh Fox.
Yeah, they've just blown 23 seconds really well, and then to finish it off, that is salt in the wounds, and that will be the game. 1 minute left. Peter Hawley's effort unable to drop. Sam Short with a rebound. Hit the 1 minute mark now. 14-point differential. Just probably too much now.
Nice passing to Josh Fox. And oh, geez, the first one doesn't drop.
He just wanted to build up his rebounding stats.
He's got a few tonight.
Well, he knew he was going to get the 2 points, so he wanted 17 points and 17 rebounds, so he's made sure of that.
Great performance from Josh Fox tonight. Here's Turner driving baseline and 1. Lovely play from Turner. He's been good in his return.
He certainly has. No, the Justin Schuller and the Kilsyth faithful here will be happy to see him back on court.
So the Miners stay undefeated in this NBL1 competition, 6-0.
And they've made a statement here. I think Kilsyth need to go away from this and have a look at the areas where the Miners have been able to really drill in on each quarter at the start and find out where they went wrong.
And it's a foul call. Kilsyth looks like he's been hit in the face.
He's not happy. Coming down, he'll shoot 2. But I would expect, he won't shoot 2. They're in the penalty now. I would expect that there will be potentially a lot of fouls called in this 38 seconds if Kilsyth still feel they have a chance. Sam Short. Peter Hawley not wanting to foul in that situation, but unfortunately the referee calling it. Sam will go to the line to increase his 15-point game, most of which have probably been in this quarter.
He's been impressive tonight, Sam Short.
He's a great young talent. Got some exciting players coming through the ranks. Speaking of young talent, we're going to see young Jordan Lingard enter into the game here for the last 35 seconds if Mr. Short can convert on this foul shot.
And they've played a really small rotation tonight, Ballarat. Just 7 players hitting the floor. Lingard to be the 8th.
They've got 3 sitting down there, or 4 sitting down there on the bench that haven't seen any action. And Sam unable to do that for his teammate. Yeah, we'll get a foul called on Von Hoff, which will be his 4th. Fox to go to the line. Now, if I was Fox, I would miss both foul shots because I'd want to finish my stats with 17 and 17. Actually, 17 and 18, so he needs to hit one. Hits one of these 2, and then he's going to have a nice even number. 18 and 18. I remember Majuk had a 20 and 22 game in the NBL in the pre-season up in Townsville. We're up there to be able to enjoy that. And it was that's a massive double-double, one of the biggest double-doubles we've seen in the NBL. But 18 and 18 right now for Fox, almost equal to that. Fantastic efforts.
You never know. 2020 is not out of the question here. If Kilsyth try to extend this game by fouling,
correct,
could happen.
Yeah. 19 and 18. Don't sub him out. Kwani taking a rest. 20 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal for Kwani. But he was the difference at the beginning. Him and Evans Jr. really setting the tone for this game. 16 points is the lead now. Fox, do you need that rebound? No. Lingard was able to pull that rebound in. He's pretty excited about that.
So Kilsyth will let the clock run out now. What a performance from Ballarat. A versatile starting lineup. A great defensive performance here in the 4th period especially, and Fox goes over to high-five his teammates. They improved to 6-0 on the season, remain undefeated in 1st position.
And they've done it in a very commanding fashion. 16 points. It's not necessarily the margin that would reflect the way the game's played, but it's certainly the margins that reflect the way in which they've handled each quarter. And every time they've been challenged, they've been able to counter that challenge with some exceptional defensive structures. They went on a 17-3 run there during that last quarter with 7 stops during that period of time, and that is exceptional.
And that was a difference, wasn't it? Because we saw Kilsyth bring the game back to all tied up at 58 apiece. And then from there, all of a sudden, it was 71-58, it seemed, within a matter of minutes.
It certainly was. And a credit to the Ballarat Miners and Brendan Joyce for the way in which they played this game out. They are certainly worthy of the top of the table leaders at this point in time as they congratulate the referees. What a fantastic round, Liam.
Great performance from the Ballarat Miners. The Kilsyth Cobras there in the middle, thanking all their fans for coming out. It's been a fantastic crowd here. So many juniors in attendance. Great to see for Kilsyth and Victorian basketball.
It's good to see all the juniors lining up to get some autographs after the game as well, because these guys are their superstars that they have an opportunity to see at a very local event. Very affordable, very great opportunity, and the atmosphere was fantastic tonight, Liam. We recommend anyone who is watching the stream at home that they come out to this game or any of the NBL1 games across the league and experience what the NBL and Basketball Victoria have been able to put together.
Well, 2 games in a row the Cobras have dropped. Tough for them. I mean, probably wouldn't have expected this. Will be a couple of weeks ago when the Cobras looked like the best team in the comp by a fair margin.
No, they certainly wouldn't have, but they've built a big enough gap between them and 3rd that they will remain in 2nd place. Having gotten through Ballarat now, even though they weren't able to get the win, they've got some games coming up ahead of them that they would be confident in taking control of, provided they play the defensive pressure that they've been able to show in most of the game tonight. I think that they're still very well placed to build on this. It is a relatively new squad together as well, and although we're 7 games in and you'd hope that your synergies would be there, it's a long season and there's plenty of time left for them to get those synergies together. But all credit to Ballarat Miners tonight. They have done a fantastic effort. They were super athletic. They were super showtime. Sam Short was fantastic. Fox was fantastic. 19 and 18 is exceptional. Evans Jr. with 22 points. Kwani with 20 points. It was just a fantastic all-round effort from the Miners.
Isaac Turner leading Kilsyth with 20. Well, that's all we've got time for here at Kilsyth Basketball Stadium. 87-71 here. A great win by the Miners. They stay undefeated. My name is Liam Ellison. I'm joined by Pete Unwin. Thanks very much for joining us.
Fantastic. Make sure you take your safe laces home and look after your shoes going forward.
I'll be sure to do that.
Good man.